All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So, what I'm going to talk about in this podcast is basically, it's really for my guys out there who are interested in finding the woman or women of their dreams. So, what I'm going to really call this podcast actually is Stop Feeling Obligated to Make the First Move. And the reason I bring this up is because I've been getting hit up by a lot of guys and how to behave on a first date or second date or all these different types of things, or even when you're with a woman one-on-one. And, it's somebody that you may or may not be interested in. If you know anything about me, I'm all about building friendships first, basically throwing women into the friend zone, very similar to how they usually throw you into the friend zone. Now, this has nothing to do with meeting somebody on Tinder maybe and going to do that, or maybe online dating, maybe a little bit of online dating. But if you're just out and you're on a date, or you just meet up with a girl somewhere, and, I think what happens with a lot of men, what paralyzes them, one is the feeling of rejection, like they're going to get rejected again because their past, they may have been rejected numerous times, which is understandable. They may have been ghosted, dumped, cheated on, divorced. The list goes on and on and on. But what I think men have to really do, and I just did 2 podcasts on this, so it's really fresh on my mind, and one of them is to just chill out. When going somewhere with a woman, I don't care where you're going, regardless if you're on a date or not sometimes, especially when first meeting each other, is just chill out. Almost behave like you'd behave any other time. You're in a situation with this woman and you're enjoying yourself, hopefully wherever you're going, and you're just going to make the best of it. Do not feel like you have to reach out and, hold their hand, or you have to touch them, or you have to sit on the same side of the table if you go to eat with them. You have to engage every conversation towards whatever you think you have to engage it toward. At the end, I have to give her a kiss. Do I not? Should I hug her? All these stupid, bullshitty things, I think, a lot of times get in the way of just enjoying yourself. And kind of wait to see a woman make the first move, not you always having to make it. If a woman is really interested in you, I can assure you she is going to be a lot of times the one to reach out and hold your hand. If she's interested in kissing you at the end of the date, maybe she's shy, maybe she isn't, but again, maybe wait to see if she does or doesn't. Again, and a lot of times too, I know men, this is something that they fear, is they're afraid if they don't make a move, they're going to be thrown in the friend zone, or the woman's going to look at him and go, wow, this guy's not interested in me. He didn't even make a move. We went on a date, nothing really happened. Here's the deal. If you're fun to be around and she's interested in you, I can assure you she's not going to just throw you into the friend zone. Or she may throw you into the friend zone for a while just to still see how things are going. But again, the same way she's kind of feeling you out is the same way you should be feeling her out. There is no rush. But I think so many men, for some reason, and I get it to a certain degree, I talk a lot about confidence. Here's the deal. If you're going out on somebody, one is obviously don't make it an interrogation, but you have to make it fun. Become interesting. Maybe do things with a girl or women that nobody else is doing. So I kind of went through this with somebody recently, and they mentioned some things to do, and I caught them way off guard. I'm like, you should be trying this because she likes this, and I don't think any other man would ever do that with them. I don't want to necessarily say what it all is because, that's not I don't want to talk about what, you get the point. I just want to keep it, like this. And he was like, holy shit, I never thought about it like that, right? Here's the deal, too. There's nothing wrong when kind of meeting up with a woman, because I don't always like to go on dates. I think dates a lot of times are the phoniest things in the goddamn world. You meet up, you go to dinner, you talk a lot of shit. Then where do you go? You may go to a movie. Well, not with COVID. Or you may go for a drink. And then kind of where do you go from there a little bit? I'm way more about having fun, especially when first meeting women. It's more about meeting up, doing things. Like, I don't care, again, if it's a coffee house, the gym. I don't care if you go meet friends or you go meet her with her friends. Kind of see what type of environment she kind of hangs out in. Not basically just starting the process of just dating one And then the next time we go to dinner, we do all these things. Next time, let's go to dinner. Let's go eat again. Let's do this. Next time, let's go. I don't care what anyone tells you. Go enjoy yourself. That goes for enjoying what she likes to do and what you like to do. Again, it doesn't even have to be restaurants. It doesn't always have to be a meal. It can be whatever you want it to be. And again, if she's interested in you or you're interested in her, you're going to kind of figure out ways to make it work. So I just really wanted to touch base on this because I think so many guys are just douchey, especially when they first meet a woman. They get all lovey-dovey, which again, maybe some women like that. I'm not sitting here telling you that the woman that you're with doesn't like that. Maybe she does. I just think a lot of times men are very, I can't say aggressive, but they get a little maybe sometimes too touchy-feely. They start moving maybe a little too quickly. And don't get me wrong, women sometimes do the same thing as well. All right, so I'm not throwing men under the bus. But if you can kind of chill out and just take things a lot slower than you've ever taken them before, you'd be shocked at kind of what starts to evolve. And I talk about this a lot. A lot of times people you meet up with or you're interested in or going on dates with, again, the sex component, wait. I'm telling you. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes just in the heat of passion, things happen. I get it. But I do think a lot of times we jump the gun, men and women, when it comes to sex, because I had a podcast yesterday and I talk about this where, everything changes when you have sex with someone. That is the game changer. You can be hanging out with someone, dating them for a while, right? And things are going a certain way. Once you both have sex, it changes everything. It may change the male, the way he looks at you, the female, how she looks at him. It may be the way you both look at each other. It may have been great for one, not so good for another. It may have been great for both of you. Whatever the situation is, that becomes a very, it's something that cannot be taken back, obviously, but also it's something that starts to move things into maybe a different direction. It could be even making things a little more serious than you want to. It also can lead to other things, which can be, you getting her pregnant or you catching a disease or all these different types of things. And also a lot of times I believe when meeting women, a lot of people have sex too quickly. Now, I'm not here to condemn you if you do have sex too quickly, but I'm just saying I think a lot of people should put the brakes on a little bit. And again, not thinking about, oh my God, this is a third date. Aren't we supposed to have sex? Or, oh my God, I have him over for dinner. This is, I've only known him a week or two. Should I have sex? All these things, or drinking too much, or putting yourself in a position where you could be taken advantage of. And that goes for women and men, believe it or not. So just don't make a lot of stupid mistakes, but just chill. Make a woman, if you're a dude out there, make them want you. There's an art form to that. I know, and it's not a pickup artist type thing. It's not a lot of guys or a lot of people try to teach other men like how to be aggressive, right? And all those things. And also how to do things to women to make them desire you more and all this type of shit. And it's kind of a lot of manipulation and bullshit. That's definitely not what I'm talking when I say that. Make her want you more because you're a good guy and you're interesting and you have the same interests. You listen to her. You get along. You're not an asshole. You're not there to interrogate her. You're not there to talk about a lot of things she doesn't want to listen to. You're not there to show off. You're not, overly aggressive. You don't make her feel uncomfortable. You don't stink. You don't, there's a lot of things that you could be doing to turn a woman off. Think about things that a woman would like. And I can assure you a lot of things are very simple. It could be as simple as you just playing it cool. And just like I said, listening to her or doing things not only that she likes, but you like as well. And have fun. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you got something out of that. And if you have any questions or comments, hit me up. I got a program, masteringselfconfidence.com, where that is a flat fee type of thing. But I'm actually working with some younger guys, and we're building another platform where it's going to be different sections where it's much more affordable for some men, especially if you're younger, and maybe there's just specific things in the program that you'd like to learn. And also you can go on my YouTube and my podcast, and I just have a lot of information on there that I love helping people. So I'll wrap it up there. I wish you all nothing but the best.